What's up? What's good, Sato? It's the Sensei.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei! Okay.
Back again for another reaction and review. So we just got the new album from Jack Harlow, Come Home, The Kids Miss You, and I thought it was pretty solid. I saw a lot of people on Twitter kind of shitting on it, and I was surprised because, like, it wasn't bad. There were some tracks that, like, weren't hot or anything, like they weren't all that. Honestly, I think the Fergie sample single, First Class, like that one might have been the worst track on the album. Really wasn't that into it. I think the sample was cool, but I feel like Jack kind of lacked effort on that track. You know, I feel like he kind of let the sample carry for him, which sometimes can be good, but he let it carry a little too much, so I didn't love that. But there's a lot of good tracks on there. I do think that Nail Tech is probably one of the best tracks on there, and then the track with Wayne, dude. Not even just because Wayne's on it. I mean, I know y'all know that I love Wayne, but even without Wayne, it'd be a really solid track. Wayne just takes it to a whole new level on there. So that was a really good track as well. But I've heard this one with Drake is insane. I know that it leaked at some point, but I also heard that Jack added a verse or extended his verse after the leak because apparently people were saying that Drake bodied him on the leak just because, like, Drake went on and on. So we're going to get a longer verse from Jack on this one. I'm excited to hear it. I'm also just, like, happy for the guy. Like, he's always said Drake is one of his biggest influences, and I can really see that in his music. You know, I see the similarities. You can tell that he's been inspired, that's for sure. So I'm hyped to see what they can do when they work together, you know. Hopefully Drake's next album, maybe we'll hear Jack featured on there. I think that could be really cool too. So let's go ahead and get right into this track, Churchill Downs by Jack Harlow featuring Drake. You can already tell this beat's gonna suit the both of them.
Sometimes when I sit back and really let it register, I did everything I said I would and said it first. I mean, the world's in denial, but they all know what I'm headed for.
Ooh.
Feed these youngins to the metaverse. Meanwhile, I'm over here just trying to pen a verse, cause I'm done being extra with the extroverts. The label used to wonder how I'm supposed to stand next to Vert. Probably never thought that I would get these legs to work.
Oh my, I mean, he came out of the gate going ham. I don't know if this is what was originally on the leak or not, but, like, I don't know how y'all are going to say he got washed on the song when that's what he's talking about straight out the gate. He said, we about to feed these youngins to the metaverse, you know, because, like, the metaverse is kind of popping now and it's a younger generation thing. So I like how he threw together youngins and metaverse. And he says, meanwhile, I'm over here just trying to pen a verse because I'm done being extra with the extroverts. He has recently spoke on how he's trying to, you know, spend more time with his family, and he's not all about just going and clubbing and whatnot. So he's speaking the truth when he says he's done being extra with the extroverts. But what I really like here is when he says the label used to wonder how I'm supposed to stand next to Vert. So he's talking about Lil Uzi Vert, obviously one of the biggest stars in the rap game. And then he says, probably never thought I could get these legs to work. I mean, I really don't think many people thought he would ever be able to do album sales anything like Uzi, but people have him projected to sell like almost 200,000 on this album, which is almost Uzi numbers. So he's really getting up there. I mean, I will say his feature on Lil Nas X's song Industry Baby definitely helped him, but I think it was all just a matter of time for Jack Harlow to get here, especially with his similarities to Drake, and we all know the commercial appeal Drake has.
Hard shit don't need no extra work. That's why I show up in a sweatshirt and let it burn. The world's mine, I just say fuck it, let it turn. The girl's mine, I just say fuck it, have it turn. The goats call me to the side like, can we have a word? I could've fronted, but I did this shit how I preferred. I know I should be humble, but it's something I just haven't learned. Soon enough, I had to make these bad habits burn. Soon enough, we about to come and get the shit we earn. You not a fan now.
I really like that. He said, I know I'm supposed to be humble, but it's just something that I haven't learned. So he's saying, I'm young in the game, you know? Give me time to be humble, and I'm going to enjoy this moment and be a little cocky right now, you know? And he's earned the right to be a little cocky right now, I think. He's definitely making waves in the rap game. I also like how he said the goats pull him to the side, say, hey, can we have a word? Because people are giving him his respect, you know? Even Wayne will tell you that, like, Jack Harlow's the real deal. I like what he's spitting here, man, and I know we're early in the track, but I told you guys some of my favorites. This one might make it into my top 3 already. This beat, it just suits him so well, and I know it's gonna suit Drake too.
Remember when you used to be fanned out? I guess when the whole world loves you, people only got one way to stand out. All that time in the kitchen finally panned out. I put some flavor in the pot and took the blend out. I know my grandpa would have a heart attack if I pulled 100 grand out. So I'm not gonna pull 100 grand out. I'm hip hop, do you fully understand? Fully automatic with the jams and it don't jam. At the shows I'm about to start handing out programs, cause y'all need to get with the program. I'm a grown ass man, call me Pops, fuck around and take your phone ass man. Everybody know Jack, but they don't know Jack, man. They just know I got the flows and the hoes and the packed out shows. Ain't too many.
He said, I'm a grown ass man, call me Pops, fuck around and take your phone ass man. I mean, we've all been there, you know, you make a mistake as a child and your dad comes and takes your phone, but I like that sneaky little bar. That's funny.
When you playing with the pros, except for how your life get exposed, but I'll make that sacrifice for the life that I chose. I know in Toronto they got salt for the roads, but school's closed in Kentucky, so I like when it snowed. The kids carry chopsticks, not for rice in a bowl. School counselors all know how they life is at home. Cold like the Minnesota Vikings at home. Before I met Drizzy, I knew he and I would get along, but it's hard to crack jokes when you really want advice. I mean, what's it like to touch gold every time you touch a mic? Touching heights, no one gets to touching life. Fucking right, young bachelor, what's a wife? Once in a lifetime, till I say I want it twice. One of a kind, know your everything is one of mine. Wanted posters with my face, they know who I'm wanted by.
Yo, I've got chills. I can't even lie right there. That was kind of amazing the way he was showing respect to Drake right there. Then he talks his own shit after that, you know, maybe alluding that hopefully one day he's like Drake. But he said, before I met Drizzy, I knew he and I would get along, but it's hard to crack jokes when you really want advice. You know, like, you can meet one of your idols, and obviously everyone would love to be best friends with one of their idols, but how do you act like just friends when you know it's someone with so much knowledge that you can gain from, and someone who has so much more experience than them? And that's something that just takes time, I guess. But I like that he's really saying, like, he's that dedicated to the craft. He's like, I'd love to just hang out and crack jokes with Drake, but I also want to learn from this man as well. So then he says, I mean, what's it like to touch gold every time you touch a mic? I mean, that's Drake. Every time he puts out a song, he's touching gold plaques. Touching heights, no one gets a touch in life. Fucking right, young bachelor, what's a wife? Once in a lifetime, till I say I want it twice. That's a pretty cool bar right there, you know. A lot of things are once in a lifetime, but he's saying I'm Jack, so if I say I want it twice, it can be twice.
Yeah. Yeah. Cold hearts and heated floors, no parental guidance, I just see divorce. Therapy sessions, I'm in the waiting room reading Forbes. Abandonment issues I'm getting treated for. How much water can I fit under the bridge before it overflows? My son's gotta learn that forgiveness is a lonely road. The crib's on his wheel like motorhomes. Niggas love to try and test us like they know what we on. Chubb's got the magazine cover like Rolling Stone, cause we already know how they rock, they throwing stones.
Dude, oh my god, this beat is made for Drake. Like, I know it's on Jack's album, but I feel like the producer made this beat going like, all right, Jack, I'm gonna give this to you, and you better try your best to get Drake on it. And I know as soon as Drake heard it, he was like, oh, I'm gonna eat this up. Like, this is nothing. This is exactly what I've been waiting for. But also, Drake had a really, really sneaky line in there. So he says, how much water can I fit under the bridge before it overflows? My son's gotta learn that forgiveness is a lonely road. The crib on his wheel like motorhomes. So he's saying, like, I pass away, you know, he'll get the crib or whatever. But he's also saying will in a way that it could also sound like wheel. And like motorhomes are on wheels, you know, they can roll. Definitely sneaky. A lot of people probably missed that one. That's super cool.
You getting bigger, there's growing pains. I got enough pull to make the city start throwing games. I'm out here making a mockery. I got my realtor out here playing Monopoly. How can I address you when you don't own property? They only finesse you when you don't move properly. Destined for the win, but you don't get a prize out of me. I'm destined for the...
I'm sorry, I know I'm pausing it a lot, but like a lot of these lines are really fucking getting me hype, man. Like, he really just said, I got enough pull to make the city start throwing games. I'm out here making a mockery. I got my realtor out here playing Monopoly, you know, because like Monopoly, it's fake money. You kind of just buy whatever you want, and then you don't. There's no real like consequences to it, because when all's said and done, it's just a game. And then he said, "How can I address you when you don't own property?" Bro, he's doing dudes dirty. Drake doesn't want to speak to anyone who's renting. I rent a house, but I do own a car. That's property. I have to pay property taxes. And then he says, "They only finesse you when you don't move properly." So I guess he's saying like he can't get finesse because he's out here moving properly.
But you can't get a rise out of me. 750 for the round canaries and they glittering. Man, you niggas drop trash, you littering. I'm over delivering to the point it's belittling. I mean the PTSD is triggering, the profit is sickening, the stones is shimmering. Came from the north but I got hot as fuck so ain't no shivering. Yeah. Lucky me, people that don't fuck with me are linking up with people that don't fuck with me to fuck with me. This shit is getting ugly. And every situation is transactional, and everything they saying is irrational, and every way they moving is promotional. Everybody's acting irreplaceable, it's like they ain't disposable. My urges for revenge are uncontrollable. I know we're getting older though. Yeah. But I gotta get a nigga back for that. It's non-negotiable, it's not even debatable. I'm getting so rich, my music's not even relatable. I blow a head up, it's an inflatable. Baby blue G-class,
Alright boys, we gotta talk, because he's clearly talking about Pusha T, and now I remember hearing about this song dropping, because they were saying, or sorry, this song leaking, because they were saying, yeah, he might have been dissing Pusha T on the leak, and that makes sense, because he said, everybody's acting irreplaceable, it's like they ain't disposable. So he's saying, like, you can't replace me, but you could replace a Pusha T. And then he says, my urges for revenge are uncontrollable. So he wants to get back after that diss, obviously. Then he says, I know we're getting older, yeah, but I got to get a nigga back for that. It's non-negotiable. It's not even debatable. I'm getting so rich, my music's not even relatable. So essentially it's like, yeah, we've gotten older, we've kind of moved on, but I still got to get him back, because he's essentially admitting that like Push did him dirty, man. Like he came with some crazy bars in that diss and outed that Drake had a child, so he's got to get him back. But he's saying, I might diss you, but people can't even relate because I'm so rich that his music, we don't understand the life he lives. He made some points. He did.
Kid again, praying on my downfall, don't make you religious, man. All I hear is plug talk coming from middleman. All I hear is tall tales coming from little man. When I say bitch, I'm very rarely referring to women. Most of the bitches I know are niggas, they not even women. I know that sounds like I'm being funny, I'm not even kidding. Same ones that say they run the game when they not even in it. To be honest, y'all financial situation is my biggest motivation, and how you should take that statement is based on what you making. Whips and chains like a dominatrix. If I see I spit in your faces. Daytona with the green faces. Kentucky Derby races. My presence in the spot is so abrasive. Box at the Churchill Downs, that's motivation. Yeah. And shorty like, you know that boy Jack is going places.
And he is.
I know.
Drake said, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, this sample is crazy. Oh my god, that has to be one of my favorite beats that I've heard in a long time. I mean, perfectly cut for both Drake and Jack, because they both, you know, ride similar types of beats, but oh my god, that was awesome. Produced by Federico Vindver, Ryan, I can't say your last name, Ryan, I'm sorry, Angel Lopez, TT Audi, Ace G, and Boy Wonder. All of y'all did an amazing job with that track. That was awesome. I'd love to see a music video for this song, because this is clearly going to be one of the biggest tracks off of the album, and ooh, I really enjoyed it. I mean, both of them were really trying to shine here, you know, go back and forth with some hard punchlines and hard bars, and they both did it. I'm not even gonna lie, I don't have a single complaint about the song. I'm gonna give that a 10 out of 10, and that is now my favorite track on the album. That one, oh my god, amazing, amazing. Let me know what you all thought of the track down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed my reaction to that one, please go ahead and drop a like on the video. And if you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you all have a sensational day.
Sensational.
And I'm out. Peace.